In other words, impossible to describe or define. Think about that when we approach God and how we describe our God. Would we say of God these same things? Impossible to describe or define. That no matter what we find ourselves in, that God is indeed great. Great not only to me, but to you, to all God's people. That God is great to the world. That God will embrace all the children of the world in a loving embrace. Luther pondered these kinds of questions as he writes about this Magnificat. What it really means when we look at Mary. What kind of symbol she is for all of us. How her faith is a beacon for our faith. A faith in a God that she cannot see. A faith in a God who is with her in extreme and difficult circumstances. A God that she has faith in, not so much for what God is doing for her, but that she can be this humble servant of the Lord. And what kind of God this is. This is not just a God of comfort, but this is a God of justice. And that's the other thing that you'll find throughout Luther's legacy. As Luther uses the Magnificat, his own theory way back then of a just war. Because as we go through, and you get through verse 50, and then you get through 51, the Lord has shown strength. The Lord has scattered the proud in the thoughts of their hearts. 52 has brought down the powerful, lifted up the lowly. 53 filled the hungry with good things and sent the rich away empty. Luther says about all of this, if the ruler did not defend his land and subjects against injustices, but followed my advice, may no resistance let be taken from him, what would the world come to? He goes on to say, it would fall to ruin. We trust in a God that is a God about justice. As Mary says, this is the God who will bring down those who aspire to power, riches, fame, etc. Those who try to shape the world, those who cause the violence and the wars that we see. But who is it that is lifted up? Those who are just like Mary, the lowly. He fills the hungry with good things. He will send the rich away empty. And the ending is, the Lord has helped his servant Israel in remembrance of God's mercy. Luther's legacy can be wrapped up today in the words of Mary. Luther's legacy is of a faithful disciple, born in unlikely circumstances, facing great adversity, who comes to God, not professing to be a great theologian or the perfect pastor, but Luther continues in the shadow of Mary to come to God with humility. Come to God, faith alone. And so today we celebrate his birthday in his work on Mary, that we too would be just like Mary and just like Luther. Amen. Now, as we celebrate Martin Luther's birthday, with that idea of Mary in our hearts, let us go forward to this day in that legacy. Live as that kind of disciple of Christ. Come to God with humility and be the light of Christ for a world that is dark and in need. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord's face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord look upon you with favor and give you peace. Amen. Now go in peace and share the good news. Thanks be to God.